What up YouTube, it's your boy Jerdough back in here with another new video, and I got something special for y'all today. I got a little story time for y'all. And this happened like, what is it, 5 years ago now? No, 6.5 to 7 years ago. But me and my wife got caught fucking in the hallway during my junior year. It was her sophomore year. Yeah, so to start the story, I'm gonna give you all a little bit of context. So during my junior year, I completed like more classes than necessary in previous years. So I had an open gap bill. Keep that in mind because that is important. I had an open gap bill. Also, we were in the mod units. I don't know if y'all ever seen those before. People who went to Data, of course, y'all probably seen. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the mod units. But it's like a little trailer that they put us in temporarily while our building was getting fixed. It was just a normal day, typical day, nothing different. What I would do, since I had a empty bill, instead of like going and sitting in another classroom, which I would do from time to time, I would just spend the time with my girlfriend. So my lunch was like, I want to say like third or fourth bill or something like that, or like fourth bill or after fourth. Then we went to lunch, came back, and then the sophomores had lunch then. So what I would do, I would just take a double lunch. And then during the lunchtime, me and my girl never actually went to lunch. We would just walk around the school and whatnot because it's a lunch bell, so it's not really much to do. But this one particular day, we went to the mod where I had my locker because I needed to stop by my locker for something. I stopped by my locker, put whatever I needed in there. Another piece for context. So back in high school, we had this term called caking. I don't know if people still use it today, but me and my girl were the definition of caking. We literally showed PDA any and every day, all the time. Why? I don't know, but that's how we were in high school. So like any other time, you know, we kissing and whatnot. But need I mind you, we never left the mod unit. We literally were just standing by my locker. So in my head, I'm like, okay, other people are in class right now, so maybe we should slide out of here or go somewhere else. And I don't know what got into her in this moment, but she was basically like, fuck it, basically. That was her mindset, like, forget it, we not going nowhere, because it was already a heated moment. So we kissing or whatever, and then I walked like towards the other exit, but there's like separation for where the classrooms are. I was trying to walk the other way, and I'm not gonna hold you, I felt a little weak at the time because she put me up against the wall like I was the female or something, kissing me. And I'm like, oh, I ain't no hoe. Yeah, mind you, again, modular hallway. There's like little dips in between the classrooms for the doorway. So it was one classroom that was like, it had two doors. So it was an exit and an entrance door. We went by the exit door because no one was in that classroom in the little cut area. So I don't know how I can imagine this, because this is a terrible description of what I'm talking about. But people who been to the school know what I'm talking about. Most schools actually do got this little indentation, but we was in the indentation between the door, the walls, and then it's like an opening. We making out or whatever. Then how can I keep this PG-13? We were kissing and touching each other. So during that time, I shifted us and I turned us around so my back would be facing instead of her back would be facing. So we kissing and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And during this time, I didn't know this at the time, but, well, I knew my belt was shitty. I had a very shitty belt. But it worked. So I'm not about to buy a new belt if I got a belt that worked. So meantime, we kissing, we filming, you feel me? And then I guess during that time, she grabbed my belt and it ripped. Again, I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't aware of it. I didn't even feel it ripped. That's how shitty the belt was. The belt ripped, continuing to kiss and whatnot. And we should have listened to my first mind when I said we should go somewhere else, because it was a classroom directly across from us. So it's the indentation we were in. Literally across was another classroom with class going on. But they weren't paying attention, and it was kind of at an angle, so they couldn't see unless you were actually on the door looking out. So that class actually contained like a good amount of students from my grade year, like, so it had a bunch of juniors in there. So I knew everybody in the classroom, but I didn't know that this was their class period, of course. We doing our thing. Again, I'm facing her, so I don't see the doorway or nothing. I'm just facing her doing what we doing. Next thing I know, I hear a door open. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Then I hear my junior year English teacher say, you don't understand how hard my heart dropped into my ass, my nigga. I was nervous as shit. So I turned around. Now again, I didn't know my belt was broken. So I turned around, my belt just wide open. Yeah, it looked like that. So I'm just like, ah, shit. She was like, what are you all doing? And I'm like, nothing, chilling. Obviously, no, we wasn't just chilling. I was like, nothing, chilling. And she was like, come to my classroom. Again, bell broke, she behind me, but the whole time I'm in front of her, covering her so she could fix herself. Then we walked in the classroom. See, I feel like she did this on purpose now, because what she did was she called us in the classroom with, what do I want to call y'all niggas? Because I know y'all probably watching this video. I guess I'll call y'all, well, they were the popular kids. Yeah, I would say the class of popular kids. I wasn't necessarily popular in high school, but I wasn't the lame either. I was just in the middle. I was friends with like both groups of people. I feel like she strictly chose us to come in this classroom for a reason. So she was like, come in the classroom. We walk in the classroom. Now in my mind, I'm thinking the classroom's empty, because I'm thinking, oh, she just sitting in her class during the lunch bell. She got a free bell, whatever. She happened to catch us, whatever. I walk in the classroom, my nigga, step foot in there, look to my right. So many faces that be hyping shit. No offense to y'all, but y'all niggas be hyping shit. I look over, all the niggas in the class talking about, oh, he walking in the hallway, I see you, nigga. And I'm just like, now for me as a male, it's not embarrassing for a male to be caught in a situation like that, because, you know, due to double standards, that's cool. You know, I'm getting like the low-key praise. I'm low-key like chill. But you know, she behind me again. She walking behind me, so I'm just like, dang, this is probably dumb embarrassing for her. So she was just quiet the whole time. Our teacher, Miss V, instead of like being a wreck or anything, she was fucking with us, my nigga. Like, we get in the classroom, class going crazy or whatever because of the situation. My belt broke, so it looked like we was, I'm saying. So she simply gave us a detention. She said, y'all got a detention Friday, come see me. Oh, for real? Say less, say less. So me and her leave. She go back to her lunch, and I found somewhere else to dip off to during the time. Next bell. I'm thinking everything gravy, sweet, you know. She gave us the detention. Detention ain't shit, but I feel like she gave me detention because she fucked with me, because I had her. She was my teacher. Like, she was my teacher for like third bell or some shit, and this was like fourth or fifth. We get that call from the teacher. No, not even on the teacher, on the announcements. Adam Jerdough, I am Mitchell, come to the office. So my head, again, heart thumping like a motherfucker, like damn. Walking in the hallway, but I made sure to link up with her before we walked there, so we could walk in there together and discuss our story while we was walking there. So I link up with her and I'm like, so listen, don't say nothing. Let me do all the talking. I got this. I walk in there and Sipple, shout out to Sipple, he commented on the post I made too. Best principal of all time. Period. But we walked in there and he was like, so a student came to me and told me that you and her were doing some inappropriate things in the hallway. In my head, I'm like, what motherfucker done snitched for no reason? Thinking back on it, and even though that day I knew who it was who told, because when we walked in the classroom and my belt was undone, like, she did everything in front of everybody. So when she wrote the detentions or whatever, we were still standing in the classroom. And this one, y'all know who I'm talking about too, if y'all went to date her. If y'all went to date her and was in my class, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. If I'm not mistaken, she got beat up during this school week too. But she was salty at the fact that me and her were just gonna get a detention for what we was doing. We were just showing, you know, PDA, a little bit extra PDA. And she got salty. So instead of just accepting what the teacher did, first of all, the situation ain't had shit to do with you. So why are you salty that I didn't get in trouble for what I did? So instead, she took it upon herself to go to the principal and say, the teacher gave me detention, but I feel like they should get more. Bitch, what? We walk in the office, that student told me y'all doing inappropriate things in the hallway. And then that's when I got on my big proper, my solving the situation beautifully skills I'm talking about. So before you start, Mr. Simple, those are rumors. Those are nothing but rumors. What I will say is, me and her were kissing and making out in the hallway. And when we were making out, I guess she gripped my belt and it broke. And then the teacher came out, turned around, and hence the situation. So, you feel me? Like, I broke it down for him. So, like, he's like, look. He's like, listen, I like you too. And I don't think you would do anything to the egregious behavior that she was talking about. But I will say, we don't allow PDA. And you know this. And I was like, yeah, because not gonna hold you. We've been told to stop with the PDA at least twice a week, every week, all school year. So I'm required, I have to give you 3 days. So I'm like, shit, nothing more than 3 days? 3 days off of school? I don't care, that's gravy for me. We call up our peoples. I called my mom. Now again, as a guy, I kind of have that little leniency. Guys have more of a leniency when it comes to situations like this, because I talked to my mom. We had a conversation over the phone. It was basically like, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that at school. And I'm like, yeah, I know. End the conversation. Dead ass. And then her mom called. She got in trouble or whatever. We couldn't see each other outside of school for a little bit of time, but we still see each other at school. Next day of school come up in the morning. My mom wake me up talking about, come on, I'm suspended today. Nah, come on. We're going up to the office. Went up to the office, went to the principal's office. I sat outside the office. She went in there, talked to Mr. Simple. Next thing I know, she came out talking about go to class. So, yeah, mind you, this happened on Monday, beginning of the week. Tuesday, my mom came up there, talked to the principal. By second bell, I was in class again. In my school, my high school was pretty small, but like, we were a high school that like got known through the city by the people we had in our class, in our school. So like, we were a small school, but we were known. Like, we wasn't a lame ass nigga school, you feel me? When I say word travel fast, my nigga, you don't understand. Everybody, niggas I didn't know, niggas I knew, niggas from West High, cause our school was next to a whole nother high school. So West High niggas I don't know asking me, hey bro, you dude who was caught fucking in the hallway? I'm like, we didn't fuck in the hallway. Nah, bro, I heard you was fucking in the hallway or whatever. You came in the classroom with your shit undone and everything. And I heard this constantly, like, again, all the way until my senior year, until graduation and shit. But we wasn't fucking in the hallway. All right, we wasn't. And this situation kind of fucked me up, like, on a whole nother level, because there's this teacher named Miss Jerdough. And she used to take the students on ski trips. I went the first year with her. She fucked with me. But after the situation had happened, she was like, she just despised me. She really stopped fucking with me, like hardcore stopped fucking with me. So I'm talking about, so the next trip come up, I'm like, hey, can I get a permission slip to go on a trip? She talking about, no, you should be expelled. And I'm just like, damn, chill, Miss Gerf, you listen to these rumors, you ain't even come to me. She talking about, no, I don't want to hear it. You should be expelled for that. Nothing against you, Miss Gerf, but you should have rocked with me still, man. Rocked with me like my Simple did, man, you feel me? That's the time me and my girl got caught fucking in the hallway, and we got suspended. But didn't really get suspended because my mama wasn't going for that shit. But if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, all that good shit. But it's been your boy Jerdough, and we out.